In June of 2023, 40 members of the Oklahoma Bicycle Society traveled from Oklahoma City and other cities across America to descend on Door County, Wisconsin. Door County included the peninsula that makes up Green Bay. Our camp was located at Fish Bay. Each day, the group would set out on a course that had been laid out by our Grand Tour hosts, Suzanne and Gary Cannon. The first day was a warm-up ride through the Peninsula State Park, adjacent to our campground. Along the way, we witnessed gorgeous forests, vistas of Green Bay, and lighthouses. At night, we would travel into town to find good food and shopping. The next day was a 30-mile ride south to Cave Point Park. It gave us our first glance of Lake Michigan with its beaches and rocky caves. After the ride, the group would meet for happy hour, sharing stories of the day's ride and making plans for the next day. The next day was a 56-mile ride to Sturgeon Bay, following the Green Bay coastline. There was more eating and shopping. Next up was a ride to Cana Island, a 30-mile trip to Bailey's Harbor and Historic Lighthouse. It's a long ways up the circular staircase to the top, but the view is worth it. Watch your step on the way down, or you might accidentally take the express route. The evening was spent with a weenie roast and a concert from local musicians, plus one interloper with a banjo. A highlight of the trip was Washington Island, which included a 55-bike ride and then a ride on a ferry. There are lots of interesting sights on the island, including the Maritime Museum, a textile school, and a unique church building. Along the way, we passed Al Johnson's Swedish restaurant in Sister Bay, famous for its grass-covered roof and unique mowing process. Our last day was a 34-mile ride to Rowley's Bay on the Lake Michigan coast, followed by a dinner at a fish boil, a unique dining experience best seen than described. A good time was had by all as we traveled back to our homes in Oklahoma City and elsewhere, dreaming about our next Grand Tour adventure.